Good afternoon, Southwest Florida. I'm Bri Walling. This Naples Herald Lunch Break is sponsored by our friends at Fusillo Kia of Cape Coral. This afternoon, we'll tell you about a school's quick action saving dozens of children's lives, patients escaping from a Hawaiian mental hospital, and more. Today is Thursday, November 16th, and this is the Lunch Break. Teachers and school staff are being praised for their quick action and saving dozens of students at the school where a Californian gunman had visited while on a shooting rampage that killed 5 people. Luckily, no children were killed in the attacks, though 2 had sustained injuries. Teachers recalled the horrific event, saying it was probably the worst nightmare scenario for teachers and parents. The school, with about 100 students from kindergarten to 5th grade, immediately went into lockdown after a school secretary rushed out to shoo children inside. A custodian swooped in, yelling at kids in the play yard to get inside. And once inside, shots came through the window as staff and students quietly hid. The district's maintenance and operations head said the attacker tried over and over to get into the kindergarten door, but thankfully it was locked and he was unsuccessful. The shooter then reloaded and went onto the playground and shot at a passing car before running back to his vehicle and driving off. The situation was terrifying, but the fast action of staff was able to save dozens of lives. More than a dozen escapes have occurred over the last 8 years at a Hawaiian psychiatric hospital where a patient described as dangerous walked off the grounds and made it to California before he was captured this week. Many of the 17 escapes between 2010 and this year happened when a patient broke curfew and didn't return to the hospital after being allowed to leave for a period of time. One patient left the hospital Sunday, took a taxi to a charter plane bound for the island of Maui, and then boarded another plane to California. He was captured Wednesday morning in the city of Stockton after authorities got a tip from a taxi driver. The patient was committed to the hospital in '81 after he was found not guilty by reason of insanity in the shooting and stabbing death of a woman. It took the hospital at least 8 hours to notify law enforcement that he was missing. The Hawaii governor said the public and authorities should have been notified much sooner, and the state has started reviewing patient privileges and public visitation policies at the hospital and is boosting the frequency of unannounced patient searches and ordering more fencing. An international aid group says an estimated 130 children or more die every day in war-torn Yemen from extreme hunger and disease. The organization Save the Children said they expect territory turmoil to further increase the death rate. It says over 50,000 children are believed to have died this year alone. Saudi Arabia blocked Yemen's ports after a rebel missile attack, but said the coalition would lift the blockade after widespread international criticism. The war has killed more than 10,000 people and displaced 3 million. Yemen was the Arab world's poorest country even before the conflict began. UN officials said more than 20 million people, including 11 million children, are in need of urgent assistance and called it the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. Officials said even with a partial lifting of the blockade, the World Food Program estimates an additional 3.2 million people will be pushed into hunger. If left untreated, 150,000 malnourished children could die within the coming months. And that was the Lunch Break for today. I'm Bri Walling. The Lunch Break airs Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. right here at NaplesHerald.com. And don't forget to check out our morning report that also airs Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.